All right, what's going on, everybody? So today is July 23rd. This is going to be the market close, market analysis, and see how we did. So I'm on the 1 hour time frame. We're going to go over gold. And I told you guys yesterday that I was looking for sells if we hit any one of these three lines as an area of interest. And as you can see here on the 1 hour time frame this morning, right before market close, there was a trade that was set up, but I didn't take it because I wasn't at the market at this time. But if we zoom into the 5 minute time frame, you can see that right before the market opened, market tapped into the zone. Once it tapped in, we broke structure to the downside. So I was waiting for this structure to form. And then on top of that, if we zoom in, if I take this out, there is a fair value gap that is created here. So all you had to do was wait for the retest. As soon as you got the retest, you could have entered right at the fair value gap, stops above, gone for a 1 to 3. To be honest, what I would have done is I would have put stop. That was too high of a stop loss. I would have put it right there. Stops right there. This was a potential setup. Like I said, I didn't take it because I wasn't on the charts during that time. Where I was probably just busy. I didn't see it. But that would have been a perfect A+ trade setup. I did catch one on US 30, which I'll show you guys. But this was a beautiful trade on gold that you could have taken this morning, right in the beginning of market open. So NAS 100, we did anticipate buys, and the reason why is because we have been pushing down, but as you can see, price broke our previous lower high here. So what I was waiting for today is to give me some resistance, some support at this level and give me an entry confirmation, which I didn't really get. So I didn't trade NAS 100 or SPX 500. There was kind of like a setup, but it just looked too ugly for me, so I didn't take it. And then as you can see, we completely melted from NAS 100 and SPX 500, so it's a good thing that we didn't take any buys. We're gonna have to just see what the market does tonight, and then tomorrow morning when I open up the charts, I'm just gonna have to do a reanalysis on this because as of now, I'm still bullish, but I will only buy if we get to this level here, or if we come back up and then retest, and then I'll take some buys after that. So SPX and NAS pretty much move the same way. So you see how you see here, we broke above, and then I am liking some buys. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. I really don't want to put a stance on it yet, just because there hasn't really been true support here, really, in this level. I want to see price do something like this. Once I see a price do something like this, test this level, I'll be confident taking buys. Right now at this level, we could be bearish because we did break this structure here, technically, because we came down, came up, came down, broke this structure, and then we came up, and then now we broke this structure again back to the downside. So I just want to see what market does tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to reevaluate. US 30, so we did take a trade off of US 30. We took 2 trades off of US 30. One was a winner and one was a loser. So I'm going to go over our trades right now. Yesterday, I was looking and anticipating for sells. The only thing is that I was anticipating sells like around this level here. So I had my area of interest marked up around this area here. To be honest, it was just way too low. It was way too low, and I wasn't paying attention. If I would have seen this yesterday and this morning, I would have waited till this level here, and then I would have gotten the best trade in the world, because there is a fair value gap here on the 1 hour time frame. So what I should have done is I should have marked up my area of interest here and waited till price enter in this area to trade, but I didn't see it yesterday, which ended up costing me that second trade. But the first trade, as you can see, it was right here. It was right when the market opened. So this is what I was doing. I was at the charts. I lied, but I was trading US 30. I was solely focused on US 30. I didn't even see gold, to be honest. Okay, so this is what I was looking at. Price was coming up, came up, And then what I was waiting for is I was waiting for a break of structure here, which did eventually happen. And then I wanted a fair value gap. So this is what it looked like. As you can see, we broke structure to the downside and we left a nice fair value gap in this level here. So what I did was I waited for price to get to my levels. I took the trade down to 1 to 3. This was an absolutely beautiful trade. Actually, I think I took it like that. This was an absolute beautiful trade on US 30. Oop. Go back. This is an absolute beautiful trade though. We got tapped in. As soon as we got tapped in, we hit TP just like that. Boom. It was a beautiful trade. It was a beautiful trade. We could have easily caught 1 to 7, but I exit all my trades at a 1 to 3. But that was a beautiful trade. And this is what I saw. This is why I ended up entering another trade here, which it is what it is. It stopped me out and then it went in my direction. Sometimes that's going to happen. You have to accept it. So I saw price come up to this level and I got a huge rejection from this level. So you see this huge bearish momentum here. We left a nice big fat fair value gap. We broke structure here and we broke structure here. So this is telling me that price wants to push down. But like I said, I didn't see this 1 hour fair value gap up here. I should have waited for price to tap that area. But this trade, it looks pretty good. You know, it looks like a pretty good trade. So what I did was I entered at the end of this fair value gap here, and I had my stops all the way up there, and I went for a 1 to 3. So I got tapped in. As soon as I got tapped in, this is where I should have cut my losses, but once I enter a trade, I do not touch them anymore because you never know, it might flip back in that direction. Plus, when I enter a trade, I've done my analysis. I got to trust it. If I lose, then I lose. It is what it is. But I saw, as right before I even enter the trade, I mean, I saw all this momentum. I don't like when it retraces to my area of interest for buy or sell. I don't like when I see huge candles like this. And to be honest, I don't know why I still took it. I mean, it is what it is. It was still a great trade. It stopped me out just barely and then went in my direction. But as of here, I was like, okay, it's going to flip anytime now. And then it took me out. It tapped into that 1 hour fair value gap. And as soon as it tapped into that fair value gap, it just melted. And as you can see, we're going to get a nice retracement here. And then look, if you look right here, it tapped into that fair value gap. It left another fair value gap in this area, which you could have traded off of that, to be honest. And then it goes to take profit, which is kind of crazy. But that's just the market. It is what it is. So I think the market looks kind of too ugly for me to even decide what I'm standing on. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait till tomorrow, and then I'm going to reevaluate. Because this looks absolutely really choppy. I really don't like how this is looking. SPX is looking nice for buys. The only thing that puts me off is just this break of structure to the downside. This break of structure to the downside is telling me that, you know, price is probably going to go back down. But I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait to see what happens tomorrow when the market opens. All right, yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave your comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Join the free Discord. Join the free Discord. I be calling out trades in there all the time. I would say from this week and last week, I've taken about 10 trades and I've only lost twice. So, you know, our win percentage is pretty good. The best thing is that every trade that we take, I go for a 1 to 3 risk to reward. I don't cut anything under 1 to 3. I could hold it for longer because my trades could be going to like 1 to 7s, like 1 to 10s, like crazy numbers. But I always cut it off at 1 to 3 just because I don't like to be greedy. I like to take my portion of the pie and then get those profits, secure them, and just move on to the next day. Because consistency is key, man. Consistency is key. But I'll see you guys in the next video.